Hello guys, this is Devot Jyoti and I am a data scientist. Welcome to DJ Tech Talks. So this is going to be another lecture on data mining. So in this module of the lecture, we are going to deal with the most important thing in data mining, that is data. So let us begin with what is a data set. So we know in every second in various aspects some data sets are getting collected. Suppose in a bank, every transactions you are making, the statements are getting generated for every such transaction. So the data is getting collected. So there is what transactions you have made, to whom you have made, and the transaction secure IDs and all. That is the whole list of such transactions are getting collected in the form of a data set. Or in suppose a retail store, the amount of items you're buying, suppose in a shopping mall, that are getting listed in the invoice, and that data is actually collected as a data set. So basically, to explain what is a data set, so data set is a collection of data in the components of rows and columns. So what will the rows signify? The rows will signify the number of observations, right? And the columns are to signify the number of attributes. So what is an attribute? I'll come to that in some time. So let us first understand what is a data set to begin with. So taking this example, suppose this is the data set for a retail store for the items I have purchased, right? Suppose this is the first uh, serial number. You can see that 1, 2, 3 it is listed, right? So all the rows are basically the number of observations, and in each row I have various attributes. So what are the attributes here? Serial number, item, quantity, unit price, total. So these are the attributes that are present in the data set. So the whole combination of rows and columns is actually a data set, right? So when we are to proceed with this collection of data, we call it as a data set, and we process a data set to for the doing mining in this data, right? So next we'll be moving to the types of attributes. So first let us discuss about what is an attribute. So attribute is basically a property or characteristics of an object, right? So let me explain it with an example. Suppose eye color. So eye color basically varies from person to person, right? It can be brown or black. Or let me take another example of a mobile phone. When you want to buy a mobile phone, we generally check out for the features it has to offer, right? Like the camera quality, the processors, the RAM. Uh, so these are the attributes of the mobile phone. So that is the characteristics of the mobile phone. So those are the attributes. So but these attributes can have different types. So let us now move on to the types of attributes. So let me now talk about the types of attributes. So basically, the attributes can be classified in broader two categories, that is categorical and numerical. In the categorical portion, they don't deal with they do not deal with quantitative measures. They have qualitative measures, and in numerical, it is quantitative measures, right? So under categorical, we have two types of attributes, that is nominal and ordinal. So what is nominal? So nominal basically means the different names or distinguishable objects. Like suppose the color of your eye. So it is clearly distinguishable that I have a black colored eye or you have a brown colored eye. So that is a clearly distinguishable thing. Or the suppose employee ID. It is unique, right? For a company, every employee has a unique employee ID. So those kind of attributes comes under nominal. And basically the operations that you can perform are mode, entropy, chi-square test. I'll come to those operations in the later part of the lecture. But these are the operations you can perform on nominal attributes. Second, that comes under categorical attributes are ordinal attributes. Ordinal attributes basically provides ranking between each other. Suppose the hardness of water. So you can classify the hardness of water and rank them. So this is harder, this is softer accordingly. Or the your mood. Suppose you're happy, you're not happy, and you're absolutely sad. So these are the three rankings in your mood. So in this kind of ordinal attribute, you basically get the information of ranking between each other. So the operations that are you can perform in this are median, percentile, and rank correlations, right? So basically, this categorical type of attribute deals with qualitative type of data, right? So no quantity values are involved in this type. So I guess this is clear. So now let us come to numerical type of attributes. So in numerical type of attributes, we deal with quantity, right? So that is there is some values associated with it. So there are two kinds of attribute, that is interval and ratio. So interval, as the name suggests, that is basically the interval between two values, right? So in interval type, we are basically interested in the difference in the two values, right? Suppose the temperature, we can clearly say the temperature difference between yesterday and today, right? So those kind of attributes are known as interval attributes, and the operations you can perform in this are mean, standard deviation, etc. Uh, Another type of attribute is ratio type. So in this, both the difference and the ratios are important. The examples are mass, length, okay, and the operations you can perform are geometric mean and harmonic mean. Now, very often we get confused about interval and ratio, right? So let me explain it with an example. Suppose you have two hot objects, right? Now you place the two hot objects together. Now certainly the whole temperature doesn't get added up, right? Suppose we have a 50 degree Celsius metal object, another 50 degree Celsius metal objects. You place them together in a container. Now, certainly they don't add up and become 100 degree. They remain 50 degree, and or the temperature decreases together, right? There is no additive property there. It doesn't get added up. And this interval kind of attributes are measured in linear scale. That is, it can be on the negative values, it can't have positive values, because we are interested in the difference of the values, right? But in ratio scale, it is measured in non-linear scale, right? And it is always positive. To give an example of the ratio type, suppose you are weighing something in a weigh machine. You place an object, suppose you have 5 kg, and you place another object of 5 kg. So both of them gets added up, the weight gets added up, and it becomes 10 kg, right? So the difference is very clear, that in interval type they certainly don't get added up, but in ratio type it's added up, and you can find the ratio of the values with respect to each other, right? Like mass and length, that is, I am 2 times more fat than someone else, like that. So I guess this example solves the doubt between interval and ratio type, right? So what we have today covered is the type of attributes and what is known as a data set. In the next part of the lectures that are going to come up, I'm going to talk about the data sets more and explain some of the operations. So till then, goodbye. See you in the next lecture.